Welcome, everybody. This is Tony Parker, also known as Tony the Tapper, and I want to welcome you to our Thursday night EFT, Emotional Freedom Techniques for treating UFO or ET, Alien Abduction, CE-4, PTSD and trauma. Okay, and I guess the reason I started this workshop is that I have been contacted by a number of people who have expressed an interest in healing. They've expressed that they have been suffering from a variety of after effects, okay, which are PTSD, frankly. If you look up DSM-6, which is the Diagnostic Service Manual, you'll actually see that a lot of the symptoms that many of the CE-4 survivors or sufferers have are absolutely classic PTSD or post-traumatic stress disorder. Hey, Raphael, I hope you can hear me now. You may want to click below, check your configuration. There should be a little... if you go down to the bottom of your Zoom screen, you should be able to see there are some icons or buttons. There you go. Awesome. Welcome.
Right.
Welcome.
How you doing? Yeah, it took me a minute to get the audio working this time, but I am good to go.
Good. Excellent. All right, so I was just kind of bringing everybody else out there up to speed. Again, my name is Tony Parker, and I have my good friend Raphael, who's a CE-4 survivor, and hopefully will be joined by some other people. But I was just explaining my reasoning behind starting this workshop. I have, over the years, been receiving more and more communications from people who have had CE3 and CE4 experiences, and they are suffering with the classic symptoms of what's known as PTSD. And I was just saying that there is a document, or actually it's a manual, that you can find in any public library called the Diagnostic Service Manual, okay, DSM, and it's updated from year to year. I think its current version is DSM-6, okay, which lists all the different psychological and emotional conditions that people suffer from. Now, as yet, they don't say CE4 trauma, but they do have PTSD, okay? And PTSD symptoms are listed in the Diagnostic Service Manual, and whenever I've been contacted by people who have CE4 experience, okay, i.e. close encounter of the fourth kind, which means abduction, all right, i.e. being taken without your permission, okay, and either kidnapped or abducted, either taken to a vehicle or in a lab or someplace and having some kind of experiments or examination or something. Again, that's not a very nice thing to do to somebody. And if an earthling tried it, especially a citizen of our country, you'd end up in jail. So basically, whatever they're doing is illegal, at least by our country's standards, and most other countries. And since they are covert about it, they're not exactly putting an ad out there on, on Craigslist. Anybody want to come and volunteer for scientific experiments? I think they know what they're doing is not a good thing. Okay? And that's where I'm going with this. I'm saying this is not friendly behavior.
Gotcha.
Okay.
I've always come from the point of view of just random kind of lab radish kind of, hey, there's a specimen, let's see what happens.
That's not well disposed towards us.
Exactly.
And again, since they're not posting ads on Craigslist and they are being covert about it, they know they're being bad boys and bad girls.
I'll give you that. Definitely.
Okay. So where I'm going with this is that because it's covert, because we're not quite sure what's going on, again, that increases the level of trauma, of dissonance, of distress, etc. Okay, so the list of symptoms, okay, and again, I'll ask, I'll actually ask you, Raphael, as well, if you
Okay.
could confirm some of the symptoms. But usually the
Definitely.
list of symptoms are both physical and emotional or psychological. They can be the obvious ones are flashbacks, amnesia, memory loss for certain time periods, time
Definitely.
loss or amnesia, which is the same thing, partial amnesia,
Yeah.
nightmares, night terrors.
Not
Uh,
as much for me.
Okay, but there can also be also physical symptoms, which are what we call psychosomatic symptoms, which can be aches and pains that have no real diagnosis, undiagnosable aches and pains that have no physical diagnosis. Okay, you go to a doctor, you say, I've got pains in my chest or pains in my stomach. The doctor examines you and there's nothing there. That's what I mean, okay? Also, different types with a lot of women. There are a lot of GYN problems, various different types of, female problems, okay, including and not limited to different types of either surprise pregnancy, or even unexpected pregnancy, or pregnancy with the absence of a human partner. Okay. Also, rape symptoms, again, rashes, sores, bruises, etc. And again, also evidence of biopsy. Very often, scars or cuts, strange markings on the body, welts, sores, etc. So again, there's a whole range of symptomology, which is classic PTSD. Now there is, of course, a range of symptoms where there's been physical experimentation, where there's scars or cut marks or evidence of some kind of biopsy being performed, even strange tattoos or what appear to be tattoos or markings. These, of course, are slightly on the outside of what we're doing, except for the emotional reaction to that. Looking at yourself in the mirror and finding a barcode or some kind of cut or a strange cut. And of course, if you're a woman, finding that you're pregnant and you haven't had a partner, or at least a human partner.
What
Uh,
I seem to find with me is I get a lot of weird fears. Like I'll explain the weird fear. I could be laying down in my bed. It's a little bit dark inside the room. If my closet is just cracked open a little bit, I automatically always get the sense that there's somebody on the other side looking at me.
okay.
If I'm taking a shower and there's nobody in my home, it's very hard for me to keep the shower curtain closed. I always have to have visual of the door, and the door always needs to be open. I rarely walk around my house when it's dark. It's always lit in my house. I have to constantly have the TV running just to go to sleep. Open windows at night terrify me, like to the point where I don't understand it. Just crack doors in general, almost as if I've seen something in the hallway before, but I can't quite remember what I've seen. And it's always been in the crack of the door,
Okay.
waiting for me to go to sleep. I've always felt that constant, don't look out the window because something will look back at you. Don't look in the closet because there's something there staring at you. Don't stay in the shower for too long because something will walk in and grab you. Constant all the time. That's how I feel.
Okay. Well, that's actually known as hypervigilance. Okay. And that is a classic PTSD symptom.
Okay.
And again, the way what we're going to be doing on this workshop every Thursday night is we'll be tapping on generalized symptoms. Okay, we'll be doing some various EFT exercises, which I encourage everybody to do on what I call a level 1 basis. Now, level 1 in terms of EFT treatment means a generalized sort of superficial kind of basis, okay? But it does still give you relief. It gives you temporary relief, okay? Level 2 is when we go deeper, okay? And when we're really working on specific issues for permanent recovery. And again, in a public forum, it's a little impractical. But for the purposes of our workshop, we'll be doing mostly level 1 treatment for CE-4 PTSD or trauma or anxiety or
Yeah.
etc. Now,
And I definitely just want to put out there for anybody else that's watching, the reason why I decided to put my face out there, and like I have my own company, so it's always a little bit, weary to put yourself out there in this state. But I've come to the point of my life where I need a certain kind of extra boost to help me get through my symptoms, because it's not like the people that are going through the certain kind of things that I'm going through really have an outlet to go out there and do it. So the reason why I'm being so open, and I might not say everything, to the T, but the reason why I'll be as open as I possibly can is to truly, truly help those out there that are scared to even, mention that this might be happening to them.
awesome.
So I want to thank you, Tony, and I'm ready to go.
Okay. All right. So again, what I suggest you guys do is collect the YouTubes or collect the videos, because you can tap along with the recordings of these videos, okay, anytime you want, and you will get the relief, okay? So what we're going to do right now is, since you talked about fear, all right, and we're going to tap on fear in a general way, but it will give you some generalized relief, okay? All right, so what I want you to do, and again, everybody out there, we're using something called emotional freedom techniques. It's all over the internet. It's no secret. There's plenty of people out there practicing it. I've been practicing it since 1997, just so you know, 96, 97. And all I can say, it's an incredibly effective treatment for PTSD. And so what we're going to do is what we call the basic recipe, the EFT basic recipe, and Raphael is going to be kind of the audience, okay? By the way, if there's anybody else that's out there and you want to join in, if you're watching on Facebook, just click on the Zoom link below. Okay, you'll see below the, shall we say, the broadcast page or broadcast window, below you'll see the Zoom link where you can log in or download the Zoom app and then log in and join us live if you want to. Okay, so again, rubbing your sore spot. Okay, and if you want to join me again, Raphael. Now, the sore spot is an area above your breast, below your collarbone. On the left side, it's slightly left of center, and on the right side, it's slightly right of center. If you feel around, you'll find an area that's either sensitive, tender, or painful. It's where there's a lot of trapped negative energy or negative chi, and just massage it lightly. Don't bruise yourself. Massage it lightly. Now, you can also tap on the karate chop. Either way works fine. All right, so now just repeat after me. Even though I have this fear,
even though I have this fear,
I have this fear of open doors,
I have this fear of open doors,
or dark corners,
or dark corners,
or something, somebody, or something watching me,
or something, or somebody, or something watching me.
I deeply and completely love and accept myself.
Love and accept myself.
Even though I have this deep old fear.
Even though I have this deep old fear.
Of something or somebody watching me.
Of something or somebody watching me.
When I'm taking a shower.
While I'm taking a shower.
While I'm in bed.
While I'm in bed.
And I see the closet door open.
And I see the closet door open.
I think there's something or somebody on the other side.
I think there's something or somebody on the other side.
And it feels real.
And it feels real.
But I deeply and completely
love,
accept, and forgive myself.
Love, accept, and forgive myself.
Okay, and now we're going to do it a little bit different, but you'll see. All right, Raphael, even though I have this fear.
Even though I have this fear.
And now, do you ever feel it anywhere specifically in your body? When you feel the fear, do you feel it anywhere specifically on your body?
I just get really tense all around. I can almost like the chills and the hair standing up.
Okay, so even though I have this fear.
And
I feel this tension and tightness all over my body.
And I feel this tension and tightness all over my body.
My muscles tighten up.
My muscles tighten up.
My hair stands on end.
My hair stands on end.
And I deeply and completely.
Love,
accept, and forgive myself.
Love, accept, and forgive myself.
So even though I had this fear of being watched by somebody or something.
So even though I have this fear of being watched by somebody or something.
And I feel it all over my body.
I
choose to heal and let go. All fear of being watched by somebody or something.
All fear of being watched by somebody or something.
All over my body.
And
I deeply and completely. Love, accept, and forgive myself.
Love, accept, and forgive myself.
Excellent. Now we're going to start tapping the top of the head. Okay. All fear of being watched by somebody or something all over my body.
All fear of being watched by somebody or something all over my body.
Eyebrow. All fear all over my body.
All fear all over my body.
Side of the eye. All fear of being watched all over my body.
All fear of being watched all over my body.
Under the eye. All fear of being watched by somebody or something all over my body.
All fear of being watched by somebody or something all over my body.
Under the nose. All fear of being watched all over my body.
All fear of being watched all over my body.
Under the mouth. All fear of being watched all over my body.
All fear of being watched all over my body.
Collarbone. All fear of being watched.
All fear of being watched.
Under the arm. All fear of being watched.
All fear of being watched.
By somebody or something.
By somebody or something.
Karate chop. So even though I had this fear of being watched. Today I set a firm intention. To heal and let go. All fear of being watched. And I deeply and completely. Love, accept, and forgive myself. Okay, top of the head. Letting go of all fear of being watched. By something or somebody. All over my body. Eyebrow, letting go. Side of the eye, letting go. Under the eye, letting go. Under the nose, letting go. Under the mouth, letting go. Collarbone, letting go. Under the arm, letting go. Karate chop, letting go of all fear of being watched. And I deeply and completely. Love, accept, and forgive myself. Okay, take a deep breath. And I'll release. Okay, how does that feel?
That always feels amazing.
Okay, again, the name of the game is what we're doing is we're changing our energy vibration, and whatever toxic or negative energy that's being triggered, we just do the tapping, it'll neutralize it. Now if it's still there, you do it a second time. Okay?
Gotcha.
Sometimes we may have to do it twice, sometimes even third. But usually 1 round will do it, 2 rounds usually definitely. And even if it's really 3 rounds, you should be down to 0, okay?
Nice.
Okay, so that, like I said, this is for in the moment, like aspirin. This is good for 3 to 4 hours, okay? If there's a fear or an anxiety. So you just go, even though I've got this fear, and whatever the fear is, fear of whatever it is, being watched, fear of aliens, fear of taking a shower, fear of being alone at night, fear of the open door across the room, whatever it is, and then you just do follow the tapping that we just did, okay? And again, the whole point about the YouTubes and the recordings is it's a no-brainer for you. You don't have to write it down. Okay, you just follow the bouncing ball, okay? Awesome. So now we're going to do a couple more of our standard warm-up series. The first two that I think are very important and very helpful for CE-4 survivors, okay? And one is called the Protective Shield of Golden Light. And I think we discussed this last week, was that what we're doing is we're changing our energy vibration for 2 reasons. First of all, to feel safer and more secure within our own skin, but also on the, shall we say, and again, this is the opinion or the assumption, okay, that perhaps the reason an entity or an alien is choosing us is we're emitting a certain vibration or energy signature that's showing up on their radar. And time and practice has shown that this tap actually changes our signature, our radar signature, okay, to the point where we no longer show up on their radar. So this is why there's a kind of a twofold benefit for doing this EFT exercise, okay? So let's just start tapping at the top of the head. And again, just repeat after me. Energy system.
Energy system.
Eyebrow now. I'm instructing you.
I'm instructing you.
Side of the eye. To generate.
To generate.
A protective shield of golden light.
A protective shield of golden light.
Okay, let's go under the eye. All around my body.
All around my body.
Okay, under the nose. Protecting me from all negative energies.
Protected me from all negative energies.
Under the mouth. All negative influences.
All negative influences.
Collarbone. All negative entities.
All negative entities.
Okay, under the arm. All negative intentions.
All negative intentions.
Karate chop. Sending them all to the sun.
Sending them all to the sun.
To be transmuted to love.
To be transmuted to love.
Very good. Let's go top of the head. Only allowing in.
Only allowing in.
Eyebrow loving.
Loving.
Side of the eye healing.
Healing.
Under the eye positive.
Positive.
Under the nose energies.
Energies.
Under the mouth and intentions.
And intentions.
Very good. Collarbone. And if I have any negative energies or intentions.
And if I have any negative energies or intentions.
Under the arm. I send them all to the sun.
I send them all to the sun.
Karate chop to be transmuted to love.
To be transmuted to love.
Excellent. Let's all take a deep breath. And now release. Awesome. Good. Excellent. How are you feeling? A little better?
Feeling great.
Okay. Again, this is based on a 5,000-year-old Tibetan mantra, which the Tibetan monks used to chant to get rid of evil spirits. And, here again, an opinion or a supposition. My opinion is that 5,000 years ago or 2,000 years ago, if you were a, Tibetan rice farmer or Tibetan monk or whatever, with your knowledge of the world and the universe as it was back then, if you saw, if you had a CE-3 or CE-4, if you saw an ET, right, you would say demon or devil, okay, or angel, depending on the outcome, all right? And so, it makes sense that they would be doing this practice, and they found that, they tried different things, and what worked, they kept, and what didn't work, they let go of. And this mantra seems to have worked because they're still doing it. So I have a suspicion that whatever vibrations this mantra generates either neutralizes something on their radar, on the ET's radar, so you're no longer showing up. Okay, you're no longer a good target for them, okay?
Gotcha.
Or somehow it repels them in some way.
Gotcha.
Okay? And what we're talking about is energy. Now, we are like little radio transmitters. We send out electromagnetic energy. Now, some people call it our aura, some people call it our energy, spirit, whatever you want to call it. It shows up on certain meters as electromagnetic energy, okay? So,
Gotcha.
and the point is, energy has different frequencies. You can actually turn the dial and emit different types of energy, okay? And certain positive energy tends to attract positive people and positive experiences, and negative energy tends to attract negative people and negative experiences, okay? So I'm just keeping it that simple. However, this mantra is very effective at either making you invisible to negative entities or beings, or repelling them in some way.
Which either way works for me.
Who cares? Who's arguing, right?
I'm with it.
Now, again, in my own practice or experience, that's about 4 to 6 hours.
Okay, gotcha.
So, at least at this point in time, if you're really feeling pursued or observed or threatened, or you're picking up on something really creepy and weird, do it every 4 to 6 hours.
Definitely. Got you.
Just make it a regular practice, okay? All right, so moving along to another one of our maintenance taps, okay, is the Ho'oponopono, which again is, all this stuff comes from native traditional culture. This is stuff that has been around way longer than Western, so-called modern culture. So if these people have been, and these are cultures that have recorded, some kind of ET experience. The Tibetans have drawings and paintings and literature describing flying saucers and, etc. And the native Hawaiians talk about people coming in sky boats. Okay?
Yeah.
It seems like a lot of native cultures have already described, ETs, in their literature and in their oral history and in their wall paintings and cave paintings, So, and if they found that certain practices protected them from these beings, gee, maybe it's something we ought to try. You know what I'm saying?
I totally agree.
All right, so we're going to do Ho'oponopono, which again is a traditional Hawaiian mantra chant for healing and releasing, and translated from Hawaiian English, making good that which is bad. Kind of interesting, isn't it? Making right that which is wrong, okay? So again, we're going to do it in English, so it's a no-brainer, starting at the top of the head, and just repeat after me. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Eyebrow, please forgive me.
Please forgive me.
Side of the eye, I forgive you.
I forgive you.
Under the eye, I forgive myself.
I forgive myself.
Under the nose, thank you.
Thank you.
Under the mouth, I love you.
I love you.
Collarbone, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Under the arm, please forgive me.
Please forgive me.
Karate chop, I forgive you.
I forgive you.
Top of the head, I forgive myself.
I forgive myself.
Eyebrow, thank you.
Thank you.
Side of the eye, I love you.
I love you.
Under the eye, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Under the nose, please forgive me.
Please forgive me.
Under the mouth, I forgive you.
I forgive you.
Collarbone, I forgive myself.
I forgive myself.
Under the arm, thank you.
Thank you.
Karate chop, I love you.
I love you.
Excellent. Let's all take a deep breath. And I'll release. Excellent. Very good. Now that's Ho'oponopono. Again, it's a traditional native Hawaiian mantra, chant, or ritual for healing and clearing negative energy. It's great for relationship stuff. It's great for environmental stuff. And I include it as part of our CE-4 protection prevention treatment program. Okay? All right, moving along to another tap again, which is really about just changing our frequency, feeling better about ourselves, and that's called the gratitude tap, okay? And what we do is we make a list, okay, of aspects of our life, things or people or recent events in our life that makes us feel happy, grateful, positive, or loved. So, Raphael, something you'd like to raise up as something you're grateful for. We'll tap on it together. Go ahead, please.
Okay, I'm good. I want to raise up the frequency of my family because I'm always grateful for my family and friends. So
beautiful.
I want to tap on that.
Okay, let's start tapping the top of the head and just say those two magic words that some people can never say. Thank you.
Thank you.
Eyebrow, thank you.
Thank you.
Side of the eye, thank you.
Thank you.
Under the eye, thank you.
Thank you.
Under the nose, thank you.
Thank you.
Under the mouth, thank you.
Thank you.
Collarbone, thank you.
Thank you.
Under the arm, thank you.
Thank you.
Karate chop, thank you.
Thank you.
Beautiful. Take a deep breath. And I'll release. Very cool. Excellent. I'm going to share that I'm grateful for my little cat, Sandy, my little psychic cat, my putty cat, okay, who's my snuggly little friend, top of the head.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Eyebrow, thank you.
Thank you.
Side of the eye, thank you.
Thank you.
Under the eye, thank you.
Thank you.
Under the nose, thank you.
Thank you.
Under the mouth, thank you.
Thank you.
Collarbone, thank you.
Thank you.
Under the arm, thank you.
Thank you.
Karate chop, thank you.
Thank you.
Excellent. Let's all take a deep breath. And I'll release. Okay, now, there we go, guys. We just done a couple of really beautiful, simple taps, okay, that you can use on a daily basis. We began with the tapping on fear, okay, and again, this is my opinion, but I think these entities, they pick up on negative energy, and I think they feed on fear. In fact, I think they get off on it, and part of their whole thing is to frighten us.
Okay.
All right, so they try to trigger us and upset us and frighten us so they can feed off that fear energy, that negative energy, okay?
Totally believe that there's entities out there like that, for sure.
And so I think that's why, and I think so that's another benefit of tapping on fear. And again, just use the EFT basic recipe. Just follow the YouTube, follow the video. It's a complete no-brainer. Now, I'm going to give you guys a very, very powerful healing routine, which is called the Reiki tap. And again, we're combining traditional Asian healing with EFT. And we're going to use the 4 basic Reiki mantras, okay, in order, and this is for general healing. So if you do find yourself, again, really traumatized or really upset, okay, or if you feel that you've been under some kind of, again, specific ET or CE-4, if you've just found yourself abducted, etc., my first advice is to contact somebody. Get some help. Friends you trust, people you trust, contact them immediately. Don't isolate. Feel free to contact me as well. But as a piece of temporary first aid, okay, do the various taps that we just did. But also, if you feel strong enough and able, we're going to do what I call the Reiki tap, which basically activates Reiki healing energy. And the mantras are what a Reiki master chants before healing either themselves or one of their patients, okay? But then we're going to combine it with EFT. Now, we're going to be doing this in Japanese, but I'll give you the translations as well, okay? All right, so the first Reiki mantra is called Chokure, which means place the healing energy here. Okay, and what you do, again, we're just going to go through our various tapping points, again, top of the head, and just repeat after me, as Simon says, okay? Chokure, chokure, chokure.
Chokure, chokure, chokure.
Very good. Now tap on the eyebrows. Chokure, chokure, chokure.
Chokure, chokure, chokure.
Okay, outside corner of the eye. Chokure, chokure, chokure.
Chokure, chokure, chokure.
Okay, cheekbone under the eyes. Chokure, chokure, chokure.
Chokure, chokure, chokure.
Okay, under the nose. Chokure, chokure, chokure.
Chokure, chokure, chokure.
Okay, under the mouth. Chokure, chokure, chokure.
Chokure, chokure, chokure.
Collarbone. Chokure, chokure, chokure.
Chokure, chokure, chokure.
Okay, under the arm. Chokure, chokure, chokure.
Chokure, chokure, chokure.
Okay, karate chop. Chokure, chokure, chokure.
Chokure, chokure, chokure.
Very good. Now take a deep breath. And I'll release. Very good. Excellent. And now we're going to do the next Reiki mantra, which is Seihiki.
Okay. Seihiki.
Okay, which means healing the mind, the body, and the spirit. Okay. And now we're going to start tapping the top of the head, and then repeat after me. Simon says, okay. Seihiki, seihiki, seihiki.
Seihiki, seihiki, seihiki.
Very good. Eyebrows. Seihiki, seihiki, seihiki.
Seihiki, seihiki, seihiki.
Very good. Side of the eye. Seihiki, seihiki, seihiki.
Seihiki, seihiki, seihiki.
Under the eye. Seihiki, seihiki, seihiki.
Seihiki, seihiki, seihiki.
Under the nose. Seihiki, seihiki, seihiki.
Seihiki, seihiki, seihiki.
Under the mouth. Seihiki, seihiki, seihiki.
Seihiki, seihiki, seihiki.
Okay, collarbone. Seihiki, seihiki, seihiki.
Seihiki, seihiki, seihiki.
Under the arm now. Seihiki, seihiki, seihiki.
Seihiki, seihiki, seihiki.
Okay, karate chop. Seihiki, seihiki, seihiki.
Seihiki, seihiki, seihiki.
Okay, very good. Now take a deep breath. And now release. Okay, very cool. And now we're going to do a bit of a tongue twister. Okay, so I'll do it slowly at first, and then we'll pick up speed. Honsha-ze shonen.
Honsha-ze shonen.
Very good, Raphael. Okay, that means healing the past, the present, and the future. Okay? All right, let's go top of the head. We'll do it slowly at first, and then we'll pick up speed. Okay? Honsha-ze shonen. Well, let me do it 3 times, then you do it, okay?
Gotcha.
Honsha-ze shonen. Honsha-ze shonen. Honsha-ze shonen. Go ahead, Raph.
Honsha-ze shonen. Honsha-ze shonen. Honsha-ze shonen.
Excellent. By George, he's got it. By George. Okay, eyebrow. Honsha-ze shonen. Honsha-ze shonen. Honsha-ze shonen. Go ahead.
Honsha-ze shonen. Honsha-ze shonen. Honsha-ze shonen.
Very good. Remember the rain in Spain, right? By George, he's got side of the eye. Honsha-ze shonen. Honsha-ze shonen. Honsha-ze shonen.
Honsha-ze shonen. Honsha-ze shonen. Honsha-ze shonen.
Very good. Cheekbone under the eye. Honsha-ze shonen. Honsha-ze shonen. Honsha-ze shonen.
Honsha-ze shonen. Honsha-ze shonen. Honsha-ze shonen.
Okay, under the nose. Honsha-ze shonen. Honsha-ze shonen. Honsha-ze shonen.
Honshaze shonen, honshaze shonen, honshaze shonen.
Okay, under the mouth. Honshaze shonen, honshaze shonen, honshaze shonen.
Honshaze shonen, honshaze shonen, honshaze shonen, honshaze shonen, honshaze shonen, honshaze shonen.
Very good. Collarbone. Honshaze shonen, honshaze shonen, honshaze shonen.
Honshaze shonen, honshaze shonen, honshaze shonen.
Very good. Under the arm. Honshaze shonen, honshaze shonen, honshaze shonen.
Honshaze shonen, honshaze shonen, honshaze shonen.
Very good. Karate chop. Honshaze shonen, honshaze shonen, honshaze shonen.
Honshaze shonen, honshaze shonen, honshaze shonen.
Very good. Excellent. So now take a deep breath. And I'll release. Very cool. Excellent. Now we're going to do the last Reiki mantra, which is Daikomyo.
Daikomyo.
Okay, now Daikomyo means tuning in to the Reiki healing frequency. Okay, in order to heal ourselves and others, okay? Again, to start tapping the top of the head, and again, as Simon says, Daikomyo, Daikomyo, Daikomyo.
Daikomyo, Daikomyo, Daikomyo.
Eyebrow, Daikomyo, Daikomyo, Daikomyo.
Daikomyo, Daikomyo, Daikomyo.
Okay, side of the eye, Daikomyo, Daikomyo, Daikomyo.
Daikomyo, Daikomyo, Daikomyo.
Under the eye, Daikomyo, Daikomyo, Daikomyo.
Daikomyo, Daikomyo, Daikomyo.
Under the nose, Daikomyo, Daikomyo, Daikomyo.
Daikomyo, Daikomyo, Daikomyo.
Under the mouth, Daikomyo, Daikomyo, Daikomyo.
Daikomyo, Daikomyo, Daikomyo.
Collarbone, Daikomyo, Daikomyo, Daikomyo.
Daikomyo, Daikomyo, Daikomyo.
Under the arm, Daikomyo, Daikomyo, Daikomyo.
Daikomyo, Daikomyo, Daikomyo.
Excellent. Take a deep breath, and I'll release. Okay, very good. There we go, guys. That's the Reiki tap. Again, what we've just done in the last 40-odd minutes is what I would call your CE-4 first aid kit. Okay? This is if you get a flashback, nightmares, night terrors. Again, if you feel some kind of creepy, weird presence, or if you feel fear and anxiety. Also, if you find yourself waking up and you think you've just been abducted, etc., any or all of these taps will at least help to settle you. But I definitely say that if you've just been abducted or you feel you've had an experience, either, contact somebody you trust. You may or may not, get help from authorities. Again, that's been one of the problems, However,
usually not.
Right. However, feel free to contact me. I do not judge. I do not, I treat the symptom. I am willing to help you. All you need to do is contact me via Facebook, Now, I will be taking you through these kinds of exercises to help calm you down and to help get you restored to balance, Again, these practices, if done on a daily basis, will give you a sense of stability, will protect you from future C4 attacks, CE4 attacks. However, eventually you'll have to go to what we call the level 2 work in order to permanently cure yourself of any after effects and side effects, which means deeper work probably done on a more private basis, So, how you feeling, Raph? You have a good session?
I'm feeling great. I'll tell you one thing. When I sat down in this chair, I had aches in my legs because I did a lot of walking today and I was doing some yard work. I had a strong pain in my shoulder, and I feel completely relaxed, no aches, nowhere. I feel like I could walk another 2 miles. I feel great.
Awesome. Well, I'm glad to hear it. Okay, well, listen, guys, we'll be on again every Thursday night at 9 p.m. U.S. Eastern Standard Time, and everybody's welcome to participate. Again, the way to do it is to, click on that Zoom room link, to download the app and then log in at 9 o'clock Thursday night. Again, I'm here to help you. I do not judge. I'm not going to try and force you to take meds or anything horrible like that, and I'm not going to shame you or make you feel guilty or weird. Uh,
Awesome.
and again, like I said, this EFT does emotional freedom techniques has been proven to work on trauma and anxiety and phobias and fear and also aches and pains. Okay, so this stuff does work, and the good news is that with these YouTubes, with these recordings, you can treat yourself at least on a band-aid basis or first aid basis. Okay,
Gotcha.
usually lasting for 4 to 6 hours.
It's definitely I tend to do it all the time. I do a lot of walking and you can just see me down the street doing my walk, rubbing my sore spots. I don't care what people think anymore or what I'm doing. Like I do it for me.
Good.
And I keep it moving. So I went karaokeing with my wife the other day and I usually don't go anywhere. So she was excited to have me out. I felt completely comfortable. I even did it in front of a whole bunch of people and I didn't care what they thought. So it's definitely it feels like I have something to go to.
It's a first aid kit.
I love it, and I really do appreciate your time and work. And for anybody out there that's going through the specifics of C4 contact and that's worried about what people might think, this is the perfect place for you to come and really, just trust in the system and let it work. Because it's definitely doing something to me, and I'm going to keep doing it. It's working.
Awesome. Well, I'm glad to hear that. Guys, I love you all. Have a wonderful night, and have a great weekend. I guess tomorrow's Friday. Thank God it's Friday, right? And like I said, I'm dedicating Thursday night, 9 p.m. for again, CE-4 trauma, abduction PTSD. So everybody's welcome. And again, my job is to help you heal. Okay? So namaste. I love you all. God bless you.
Peace.
Peace on. Bye.